And away we go. It is the aftermath. Brought to you by Galactic Fried Chicken, right here on BearcatJournal.com. Go see our good friends at Galactic Fried Chicken. They maybe you need some chicken therapy. Fried chicken to soothe the pain. Makes sense to me. It's got to be better than what we're dealing with right now. They have the best fried chicken in Cincinnati. They have great chicken tenders, chicken dunkers, French fries, coleslaw, fried pickles, if that's your thing, deviled eggs. The galactic sauce is out of this world. It's all so much better than watching Cincinnati basketball. But, you know, we're masochists, and that's what we do. So here we are. Cincinnati falls 62-60 in Morgantown. They don't play well most of the game. They get hot. They take a 5-point lead. It's about just under 5 minutes left. And then they don't score until Jizzle James hits a desperation three with 6 seconds, 3 seconds, I don't know, whatever the hell it was on the clock. They actually get a steal. They actually get a steal with 1.9 seconds left. Jizzle James has 1.9 seconds to make a play. He acts like he has 0.3 seconds to make a play. Did you even see that part, Aaron? Did you turn it off?
No, I didn't. I was just thinking, if it was UConn, you could have gone 3/4 of the court, right?
He legitimately could have made a layup. He had 1.9 seconds, and he had the ball at like 30 feet. He could have gotten to like 10 feet and taken a shot. Instead, he heaves it at the rim. The clock doesn't go off until the ball hits the backboard. Bearcats lose 62-60. And man, we are in for a really, really fucking long January and February. Jalen Celestine plays well. I don't know, other than Tyler McKinley, and he only played 9 minutes, so I don't know if his knee was bothering him again, because he should have played a lot more given how effective he was when he was on the floor. But I don't know that, like, there's one guy that played well. Take it away, Aaron. I got nothing.
I don't know that I need to turn the game on before 10 minutes is passed anymore. Because we just don't play offense for 10 minutes of the first half.
Well, that's not true. They played great offense the first 10 minutes against Louisville. They played great offense against the first 10 minutes against Georgia. I don't think it matters. Forget they start slow, they start fast. The problem is they can't finish a damn game. Start slow, right. Come back, start fast, give up the lead. None of that shit matters if you can't execute in the final 5 minutes.
You allowed West Virginia to close out on a 10-3 run.
Yeah, and the three was with 6 seconds left. Like, you were up 5, you gave up 10 straight, and you go down 5. You don't score for 4 minutes and 40 seconds. I think it was the 4th time in the game that you went 3+ minutes without scoring. It's just bad, dude. It's bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm done.
You also only scored 8 points in the first 10 minutes. You settled for garbage shots. Those for the first 10 minutes, like, you just settled for the vast majority of them being threes. I thought shot selection was honestly not great. Jalen Celestine was the only one who had decent shot selection, and even down the stretch, some of his shots were questionable. I feel like
that's not on him. That's not on him. The offense was terrible. He had the ball with 1 second. I'm not going to blame Jalen Celestine.
He got put in a bad situation, but that doesn't change the fact that you had terrible shot selection, because you have to figure out something before you have 1 second left.
Sure, but it's not terrible shot selection. It's terrible offense.
Well,
like the shot selection is the result of terrible offense. It's not Celestine's fault that he's got some hot potato in his hands with 1 second left on the shot clock. That's not bad shot selection.
The first 10 minutes sure was.
Yes.
But to do that,
I'm just saying at the end of the game, I'm not blaming Celestine for taking shots with 1 second on the shot clock.
To do that for 10 minutes, though, is how do you not fix that? Even in the first timeout, like the 4-minute timeout, what are we doing?
I wish I knew.
Fix it.
I don't have an answer. They did not run. They did not have a single quality offensive possession from the second they were up 5 to the second they were down 5. There was not a good offensive possession in the entire 4 minutes and 40 seconds or whatever it was. Not one that you could even say, like against Houston. I thought they did some good stuff to get Jizzle James and Baba Miller downhill towards the rim, trying to make a play. They didn't do anything, Aaron. They didn't advance the ball into the lane. They didn't pass it well. They didn't do anything, and it was just whoever ended up with the grenade at the horn had to heave it at the rim. My God.
Ugh. You saw foul trouble in this one. You saw terrible passing. So I don't understand how you only had 8 turnovers, if I'm being completely honest. That's crazy to me that there were only 8 turnovers. I don't know. I don't know. It wasn't fun. It wasn't a fun watch.
No, it was awful. There was nothing fun about watching that game. Not other than what you had the 2 threes from Day at the start of the second half. They got the lead, and then they pissed that away immediately. And then you had the threes from Celestine later in the game that gave them the lead. Other than that, there was nothing enjoyable about watching that game.
Nope. And had Celestine not been shooting out of his mind tonight, I thought that you weren't even in this game. The fadeaway Michael Jordan-esque twos, I'm over. I don't want to see another single one by anybody. Not Payday, not Jizzle, nobody. God, 6 of 12 layups. You missed a dunk. Granted, it was blocked from behind. There's not a whole lot Chom could have done with that. But
no.
50% layups. Ugh. You lost the rebound battle, even with 10 offensive rebounds. Lost that 37-33. This was supposed to be a team full of shooters. That's what that was the bill of goods we were all sold. A team full of shooters. Better shooting this year. We went after shooters.
I mean, they shot 34% from 3. Like that wasn't the issue. 9 of 20 in the second half, 45% from 3. Now it was only a couple guys, but I mean, we've seen much worse 3-point shooting than this, and I think they started 1 of 9. So
when you're shooting 34% from 3, though, you should be shooting better than 35% from the field.
Correct. It's the problem I've been trying to tell people the whole time. The problem is not this team from 3, even though they're not a good 3-point shooting team. They don't. The problem is they can't score from 2.
Yeah. You made 10 2-pointers the whole game. 10 of what? 30? No, 27. 10 of 27 from 2.
How many points did Jamal Warren and Marvin Gentry have? Don't you dare disrespect that 2006-7 team, Joe. Don't you dare. Look, Bearcats fan 65, they gave up 62 points. Like, you gave up 62 points on the road. You scored 0.984 points per possession. You slashed 35, 34, 44.
44. Whoa.
Yeah. Don't get me started on that. Yeah, 62 to a mediocre West Virginia team with one dude, and you still lost. Because you can't score. Because you run bad offense. Because you can't get a clean look in the final 5 minutes of a game, Aaron. Not one clean look.
2 games in a row.
Yeah. It was turnover, 2 missed free throws, turnover against Houston. This was, oh God, I don't even want to do this to myself, Aaron. But let's see. Up 5, 4:46 left. They get the outlet to dunk for Chom, Baba Miller to Chom for the dunk, right? From there, we go.
Turnover Jizzle.
Yeah. Let's see. So the defensive rebound. Bad pass turnover, Baba first. Then bad pass turnover, Jizzle. So your first 2 possessions are turnovers. Then Celestine misses the jumper with 1 second on the shot clock. Then he missed another jumper. He missed a 3 with 1 second on the shot clock. Then he missed a jumper from the baseline with no time on the shot clock. Then Baba missed a jumper from the top of the key with no time on the shot clock, or very little time on the shot clock. That was the possession where Wes let them, they hit the Eagle staff like prayer 3, right? Then Wes lets them come up the floor, dribble aimlessly for 20 seconds,
and then
calls a timeout with 10 seconds left. And then they get a bad shot. So they didn't get a good shot out of the timeout there. And then made free throw, missed 3 by Jizzle. Just a disaster. Just an absolute unmitigated fucking disaster. 11 points in the first 11 minutes and then 3 points in the final 5. Or 446. 445. Whatever you want to do. It's bad. It's bad. And now Wes is flipping out on the radio again, apparently. The guy that last week said he doesn't have social media and doesn't hear the noise. Tonight he hears all the noise. It's Cincinnati against the world, and he hears all the noise. Wes, you're 8-7.
The world is winning.
7. What do you think is going to happen when you took this job? Here's my thing, Aaron, and we'll go back to the post game. I wasn't here for the aftermath. I wasn't here.
Super accurate.
I wasn't here Saturday for the aftermath, but he flipped out in the post game. Then he wasn't talking to the fans. I don't think he was. It was somebody in the media, Terry, Mo, somebody in the media. I think somebody on the broadcast team.
Stop losing.
And then tonight, well, here's the thing, Aaron. What did Wes say when he took the job? He wanted this job because people cared. Because it's a passionate fan base, and basketball in a football-dominated world, this is one of those places where basketball is super important. Right there with football. Like, if not because of the past history, if not even a little bit above football in the pecking order of the fans. He wanted this job because everybody cares. Because everybody wants UC basketball to be successful. When you're not winning, those people, the reason you took the job Those people are going to be upset. You took the job because people care. You took the job because it's not a job where you could lose and nobody cares. Right?
Sure.
That's the thing. That's the disconnect here. The reason this is a great job is it's one of those jobs where basketball matters a lot. You can't flip out when you're 8-7 in year 5. You've played absolutely terrible down the stretch in your first 2 Big 12 games, had a chance to kind of flip the narrative on the non-conference, right? Get a win over Houston, get a win over West Virginia. All of a sudden, people are going, oh, looks like Cincinnati got Jizzle James back. Maybe they're starting to figure it out a little bit. Now you're 8-7. You're 0-2 in the Big 12. You already had a giant mountain to climb because of the failures in the non-conference. And you've started 0-2. What did you think this fan base, the people that talk about this program, the people that care about this program, are going to say? You just own it. Wear it. We're not good enough. I'm mad at me. We're not getting the job done. It doesn't matter what everybody else says, right? That's supposed to be the thing.
Hypothetically.
I'm just saying. Daniel, thanks for the donation. Does West make it to February if we only beat Colorado? Here's the thing. It's not a thing in college basketball. Firing your coach in midseason is not a thing in college basketball unless there's a scandal or something crazy happens. But
it's the difference of a lot of money. Just let it ride. Who cares? If it's different, it's like $5 million difference. Let it go. Couple more weeks. And then take the dog out to pasture. Old Yeller style.
I don't know.
What did he say on the radio? Do you have like any quotes of what he said on the radio?
I told you what he said. It's us against the world. I hear everything. I hear everything.
Okay, bro. Well,
and it's us against Cincinnati basketball against the world.
Okay.
Look, of course it's on the table. I don't know that it happened. Like, I just don't know that it happens. It's not something, again, generally we go on the probabilities, right? We go on what we know, what we've seen in history, in the past. And you just don't see a lot of coaches, very many, if at all. Like last year, Mike Woodson in Indiana, announced Mike Woodson's retiring at the end of the season. But it wasn't, Mike Woodson wasn't fired in the middle of the season. I don't know.
I just don't understand how you can say it's Cincinnati Bearcats against the world when you're not even worried about your opponent. Figure that out first and then worry about the rest of the world. The world's got enough issues. Figure out your opponent and then get to the world. Just one opponent at a time. What are we doing? Should be us against the Big 12. Start there. Us against the non-con. Could have started there. Instead, you're 8-7. That's terrible.
We're going to get a break. I hear all of it. At least we didn't turn it over.
Until it mattered. Until it mattered. You didn't turn it over until the final 5 minutes. What are we doing? What are we doing?
I mean, it sounds like, and this is coming from social media because I didn't hear it. I almost said, let's wait until we hear the postgame. I almost said, let's not start this until we hear the postgame.
It's us against the last 5 minutes, and we are losing all of those battles.
getting our ass kicked. It feels like it's piling on. I can handle it. Not going to let outside people tear us down. Come on.
I don't even put it on the players at this point. You allowed this team to go for, I don't know how many games we've gone now where we scored under 10 in the first 10 minutes of a half. That's crazy. That's crazy. Good Lord.
It's one thing if it's every once in a while. Again, it goes back to, and this is on Wes, it's something we have talked about pretty much the entirety of his time here, Aaron. There is not somebody you can give the ball to in the final 3-4 minutes of a game and know they are going to get a shot or they're going to get fouled and they're going to go to the free throw line and they're going to make their free throws. That's on Wes Miller, because guess what? We have seen it for 5 years. He has had 5 years to go, maybe I should go find that guy. Maybe I should go into the portal. And if we're going to have 10 million in the portal, maybe I should spend $3 million on a bucket getter, $5 million on a bucket getter.
They haven't practiced that part yet.
Oh, no. It was West Virginia was doubling the bigs, and that was forcing turnovers. So they haven't practiced double teams on offense either.
Well, yeah, because that would require them to practice it on defense in practice.
The Jizzle turnover with 3 minutes left, up 5, would have gotten him kicked off the team under Mick. You ain't lying. Just
back off.
Just firing a pass into traffic with a big running down the lane. So bad. So bad. I mean, the problem with Corey is, what did Corey really have a chance to do? He helped out a little bit in the portal, but the players aren't really the problem. The players are good enough to an extent. I don't think you went out and I don't think your highest paid player is like, this is nothing against Mustafa Cham, because he's been really good of late. He didn't have a great game today, but I think he's a really good player.
I agree.
But a young, raw center can't be your highest paid player, because at the end of games, you're not throwing him the ball. With the game on the line, you're not playing through Mustafa Cham. Your most expensive player has to be the guy that you say, we need to win this game. We're up 5. We've got to get it to 8. We've got to get it to 9. We've got to close this thing out, and not, we're going to let these guys just hang around until we piss down our leg long enough to lose.
So Corey's doing what at this moment exactly? I'd imagine watching tape, figuring out who they're going to go after.
What, Joe, what do you think a GM does in the middle of the season? They can't make trades.
Unless, I guess if you're Baylor, you can bring in a guy who's been.
They brought in somebody at the semester break. His name is Jizzle James.
There's no more scholarships.
There's nothing left to work with. What exactly do you want Corey Evans to do in December, in January? You're putting the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
You can't just kick off Jordy.
Ranked the late game, Morgantown collapses the last 3 years. Oh my God.
They've lost 8 of the last 10 games.
Yeah. I'm glad somebody got that one, Evan. I say that one all the time, and nobody gets the reference or where it came from. I appreciate you understanding me. Yeah. Over under 10 wins on the season.
I said 3 conference wins, and that might be tough sledding. Who actually draws these plays out of timeouts? I've not seen anything that resembles a play. I'm not sure they're drawing plays. I think they're just hyping. We can do it. Let's go.
You want to hear something terrible?
Well, sure.
They bust to Morgantown.
Oh boy.
5-hour bus ride, 6-hour bus ride home through the middle of the night after that.
We're going to hear something like Auburn where they got into a fist fight on the bus and had to turn around.
Maybe. You let the one guy that you can't let get hot from West Virginia get hot.
The whole game.
Well, I mean, they did a pretty good job on him the second half. He'd only made one shot in the second half until he got the 1-3 right there at the end. So whatever they did a pretty good job on him in the second half. But then you let Chance Moore, who, has got some Titus Rubles to him, struggle to score 10 points in an empty gym. You let him get 14 on 6 of 10, just driving to the rim. Oh. Yeah, Arizona on the road and Iowa State at home back-to-back. Or Iowa State at home, then Arizona on the road back-to-back. Yeah, Mick's not coming back, guys. Mick's buyout is like $20-something million. Yeah, second chance points was good, 10-4. Congratulations on that. They forced 15 turnovers, but guess what? They didn't force any until in the final 5 minutes. They didn't force any until the Jizzle steal with 1.9 seconds left. Yeah. He had the Titus senior night game against Memphis. Yeah, that was the running joke. Like, Titus couldn't have done that in an empty gym on a normal day. And then he scored 29 or whatever it was on senior night. No, I don't think that's going to be the case. We'll somehow miraculously figure this out and then lose to TCU at home to end the season when we need a win. That's not happening. It's not happening.
Find me the win in this conference slate. The win. Find me the win. Utah? Maybe.
Utah and they're good at they have enough talent to beat Colorado and Utah. It doesn't necessarily mean that they will.
What's the score? What's the score with 5 minutes left in the game?
Which game?
Either one.
5 minutes left? I don't know, 30, 38, 37.
I agree. I don't know where the win is. I don't think there's a win.
If they can't close that, look, they're all going to be close. This team is not good enough. Well,
unless the team actually scores in the first 10 minutes.
You're missing my point. If they're in a game, they're not blowing anybody out. No. Cincinnati's not going to win a conference game by 17 points. So they're all going to be close. There's nothing that they have shown to this point that gives me any confidence that close game, final 3 minutes, up 3, down 3, whatever it is, there's nothing that gives me the confidence that they're going to make the plays to win. They haven't shown it. They haven't shown it.
Skillings is not dropping 30 on us.
Yeah. Some of you guys are just trying to look. You don't have to try to be any more miserable than this already is. It's already miserable enough. You could sneak this WVU team on it. But Jared, it's all like you really believe that. You really believe with the game on the line, close game, You've got my money's on Cincinnati. I want to see you bet it. I want to see you wager in the final 3 minutes of a game.
I do want to address this because I feel like a lot of people are asking this. What justified Cunningham giving Wes a contract extension back in 2022? You joined the Big 12, and you had to make him a Big 12 salaried coach. You were also worried at that point that people were still high on him. You can't have your coach potentially be poached, especially if he's actually good.
The problem is, sorry, I'm bouncing around. My brain is all over the place right now. The contract was essentially given or agreed to that offseason, but lawyering, whatever, they screwed up by announcing it when they announced it. But after year one, when it was announced that they were going into the Big 12, Florida came calling for Wes. Wes said to the university, I want to be here. I want to stay. I want to make this, get this back to where it should be. I'll commit to you if you commit to me. That was done that summer. It didn't get signed and officially whatever, but it was agreed to in the summer. Memorandum of understanding, he was working with the contract extension. When they announced it is what pissed everybody off. I get that. That was a terrible decision by UC or whatever to let that get out right after losing the crosstown shootout to a bad Travis Steele Xavier team. A terrible idea. Terrible. But that contract that extension was agreed to at the end of year one because they wanted to have some good faith between the two sides. And two, they didn't want to go into the Big 12 with by far the lowest paid coach in the conference. It's a bad look. It's a bad look. So a lot of that stuff is just people, they need something to be mad about. They got to cling to something to be pissed off about. I get it. It's not going well. You're a fan. You invest your time. You invest your money. Nobody wants to do this with their time. Hell, the only reason I'm doing it is because I get paid to do it. I wanted to take my monitor and chuck it out in the window today.
In the chat, we had to play Tillery today. Jizzle James had 3 fouls, and Kerr Crease is injured. You had to play Keyshawn Tillery today. What else did you want them to do?
Yeah. Yeah, I have to watch. I don't have a choice. I would like not to sometimes.
The light at the end of the tunnel, Alex, is that the season is over in 3 months. 2.5 postseason.
Well, in February and then March. They're not playoffs. I'm just trying to win a game. Playoffs.
You still have to play one stupid tournament game for the Big 12. And then let's go.
Heard Sean's people are already calling other teams. Who gives a shit? Who
Blue
cares?
jacket, green jacket, who gives a shit?
Oh, man. They shot 35% from 3, Bearcats Blues. Tonight is not the night. Mike Jones.
Mo's in the chat.
Michael Jones, I will ban you for that. Hi, Mo. How was the post-game experience? I hear it was delightful once again. You want to come on, Mo? I'll send you a link. You can join us from your phone. Let us know how the post-game show went.
Is he driving as well?
Are you on the bus or are you in your own car, Mo? Oh, Mo's here. No, he didn't. They had an on-site producer. Mo coming on might get me in trouble. Mo might be public enemy number 1 right now.
We don't want to cost him his job at the university for coming on our show. Oh man.
Oh man. I don't know, Aaron. Like, it's just another, it just feels so empty because I do like the fight of this team. I do like that they will roll their sleeves up and battle.
I don't put it on the players. I don't know how you can put it on the players. It's just simply terribly coached and managed.
Mo's bracketed. He can't come on. He's bracketed.
Hi, Keegan.
Everybody, so it's a celebrity chat tonight. Got all the stars.
Tony Pike's afraid to say hi.
Yeah, Tony, where are you at? I know you're here somewhere, Tony.
Oh man.
Everybody's chanting for Mo. They battle. They have that to them. Like they have that Bearcat quality that they will dig in and they will fight. But then you get to the final 3 minutes and it's just a disaster. Just an unmitigated disaster. Turnovers, bad shots, no ball movement, the ball sticking. There's fight to the finish, never give in. They can't. We're doing great. Thanks, Mo.
Thanks, Mo.
Appreciate you watching. Kudos to Jalen Celestine. Like, this could have been ugly without him, especially in the second half.
I brought that up.
Yeah. The last 3 minutes is Tommy Boy tearing up the dinner roll. The Bearcat Journal post game is hilarious. Look, we're all going through this. We're not going to fly off the handle. Although I was impassioned earlier in the show with my thoughts, but we're here for therapy for you guys more than anything. We need to laugh. We need to try to get through this because we have 17 more of these, at least minimum of 17 more of these, Aaron. 17. 16 more Big 12 games and at least a Big 12 tournament game. 17 more of these.
Really going to be earning that paycheck this year.
Yeah. We're all in this together. We are absolutely all we are going down with the ship.
Tim, that's about the most positive comment Tim's ever had. I love positive Tim in the chat. I guess let's do the damn thing, Chad.
Yeah. I'm ripping a heater. I'm turning my camera off.
Sounds about right. Jalen Celestine, 15 points, 5 of 11, 5 of 9 from 3, 1 offensive, 4 defensive, giving him 5 rebounds, 3 fouls, 25 minutes played, plus 2 in this one for Jalen Celestine.
Great shooting night. I thought he took, for the most part, he took good ones until the end when he had to rush a couple. If I rip one for everybody, be like that. Remember they're like when you were a kid, they're like your parents make you smoke a whole pack of cigarettes to teach you the lesson not to smoke cigarettes anymore.
Can't say I do, but I've heard stories.
I never had to do it. Yeah, great game from Jalen Celestine. Would you start him at the 3 next game?
Maybe. It's not like Buck was bad.
Yes, he was.
He should not shoot another 3 the rest of the season.
He took 4 of the first 6 shots?
He shot 2
shot.
He only shot 7.
I mean, he calmed down after the beginning.
He got to the line more than anyone. Say what you want.
I did. That's what I did.
I guess with the rest of the guys out there, he should be shooting the least.
Yes.
As far as the starters go, which is why I think it's okay to put him out there. Otherwise, Jalen Celestine with your starters, who's actually shooting the ball. I don't know that I want Celestine taking shots away from Baba or Day or Chom if he's down low and open.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think he's in a good spot. Otherwise, I don't know that he has 15.
Yeah, I mean, but you need, we talked about you need a floor stretcher. You need somebody that the defense has to respect. Right now, it's him.
Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's like, we'll keep it moving. Day Thomas, 9 points, 3 of 10 from the field. His worst shooting night, I believe, all season. 3 of 8 from 3. 1 offensive, 1 defensive, giving him 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 fouls, 1 steal, 34 minutes played, plus 4.
Had the 2 shots that he made right at the start of the second half.
Yep.
And then couldn't do anything from there. I mean, look, I love Day as much as the next guy. But this team needs him desperately to be more than like a 3-minute run guy. And in a lot of these big games, that's what he's been. They're getting, a big 3-4 minute run out of him, but they're not getting a whole lot else. What he scored the 12 points to end the game or in the half against Houston, and then what he finished with 15 or 16 for the game.
Sure. So
he scored 12 in 3 minutes, but scored 3 or 4 the rest of the way. And that's not to take a shot at Day. That's just this team needs him desperately to provide quality offense.
There's just no consistency. I think I don't want to say that he doesn't play 40 minutes a game because I believe he's one of the few on this team that can play and does play every second he's out there. I don't think he takes anything off. But I think that at times he can't find the ball. He can't find the shot. Obviously they're going to defend. He's probably number 1 or number 2 on between him and Baba at the top of the sheet for the other team, who they're going to key on. But I don't know, man. Honor Huff was probably number 1 for the Bearcats, and he found ways to get the ball.
Well, he also just makes bullshit shots. That's who that guy is. But hey, it'd be nice to have one of those.
Sure.
It'd be nice to have one of those for sure.
Jizzle James, speaking of bullshit shots, 3 of 13 from the field, 2 of 8 from 3, 1 offensive, 1 defensive, also giving him 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 fouls, 3 turnovers, 4 steals, 29 minutes played, minus 10, which was the worst out of all the Bearcats.
Didn't have a good game.
No.
Just didn't have a good game. Bearcats fan 65, I'm gonna say it, and everybody's gonna say it with me. If Eagle staff doesn't make that 1 impossible 3 with 1 second left on the shot clock, we would have won in this game and been partying in here. If your aunt had balls, she'd be your uncle. Or she'd still be your aunt. I don't know anymore. I'm confused on.
You see Mike Tomlin use that line?
Yeah, he did. He must listen to the show. Is Mike Tomlin in here?
He made it a bit more PC, but yeah.
Copying Mike Tomlin. I've been saying that. How long have we been on the air, Aaron? How many times have I overused that phrase?
Man, that's
Mike
one of
Tomlin.
That's one of your more over that one. Bug and windshield. You use that one a lot.
Sometimes you're the bug. Sometimes you're the windshield.
It's you've got. That's one of your go-tos.
If my grandma had wheels, she'd be a bicycle.
Moving it along.
But ultimately on Day, it's not fair.
Jizzle. We're on Jizzle.
Jizzle. We were talking about Day in the chat. On Day, it's not fair to put all the weight on him, but that's where this team is. They need a guard, and he's their best guard. They need a guard late in games, and he doesn't have the ball late in games. So, Jizzle, you could just tell he didn't have it today. He made 2 threes, or he made the 1 3 right at the end to cut it to the final score, 62-60. At least gave him a chance. But 3 of 13.
Not great.
Day 3 of 10. That means your 2 main guys are 6 of 23 and 5 of 16 from 3. And no free throws. 0. Goose egg on the free throws.
Well, how are you going to get a free throw when you're shooting a fadeaway 2?
Yeah.
I
think Jizzle was
15?
Excellent. Go ahead. Sorry.
Just saying, it's a fadeaway 2 from 15 feet. You're not getting free throws that way.
I thought Jizzle was awesome the first 3 games he was back because I thought he played within himself.
He did.
I thought he was comfortable. He looked like a point guard. I think the last couple games we've seen him kind of look like a guy that we've seen for 2 years now.
Playing for, right?
They're going to find a way to a few wins. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Mark.
Maybe.
All
right, Buck Harris.
What do I think of Day-Day's 3 with 12 seconds left? I think he was trying to make a shot. He was trying to make something. Like, they had gone 4.5 minutes of disaster. I think he was just trying to make something happen.
I think less about that than I do about the first 10 minutes and 8 points.
Yeah.
Buck Harris, 7 points, 2 of 7 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3. Stop shooting 3-pointers. 3 of 5 from the line. 3 offensive, 3 defensive, giving him 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 foul, 1 steal, 17 minutes played, -7.
Poopy. Defensively, I guess he was all right. He had 6 rebounds. He played hard. He took some bad shots early. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot to say about Buck. I have a whole lot to say about any. Other than Celestine and McKinley, who do you think played well? Anybody outside of those 2 guys? Is there anybody you thought that guy played pretty well other than?
Yes, actually, Keyshawn Tillery.
Keyshawn Tillery. Yeah, I thought he did play pretty well. He was playing good defense. He was pesky. He moved the ball. He hit a 3. So yeah, I'll give you that one.
Yep,
I'll give you that one.
All right, we'll keep this shit moving. Tyler McKinley, 6 points, 3 of 3 from the field. Excellent shot selection. Missed his only free throw. 1 offensive rebound. That's his only rebound. 9 minutes played, +4.
I don't know what, unless he was hurt again, I don't know why he didn't play more than 9 minutes.
They mentioned on the telecast, I don't know if you were actually listening to the telecast or not. They did mention that he was coming in when they were taking who they called the Big O out, which, what are we doing calling anybody the Big O at this
That
point?
guy needed to be throat chopped.
Just
The minute he said that, his partner should have went, Hada! Throat chop.
But they said that every time that Obioha went out, and they brought in, I don't even remember who they brought in for him. Jasper Floyd. No, was it Brendan Lorient? I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Lorient played the 4 most of the game. Obioha was the 5.
Whoever they were bringing in for him, they said that was when they noticed Tyler McKinley being the sub to counter that, because he was having his way with the backup until he didn't. But
yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, they did call him McKinney at one point.
They did.
So yeah, Tyler did okay. I thought you probably don't want to do too much with him, being that it was his first game back since Georgia.
He was playing well.
And you also, it's a delicate knee, man.
I know. You put Halvine in early, and he had 2 balls go right off his hands for turnovers.
Well, their passing was horrendous tonight.
Aaron, they had 19 assists on 22 field goals.
But there were some of the
you can't have horrendous passing with 19 assists on 22 makes. Was it
not
the
crisp.
90 Lakers? No. But the passing was the least of the worries tonight. There were a lot of other things that were terrible.
All right.
Yeah.
Gonna keep it moving here.
Okay.
Sean Abayev, 4 points, 1 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 1 of 3 from the stripe. 1 offensive rebound, his only rebound at 6'8". 1 foul, 1 turnover, 12 minutes played, plus minus of 0.
He has no confidence, none. And it's not coming back. Like, they're not finding ways to get it back. Like that's the issue. Is
he hit a
when
3?
You have a guy, he did hit a 3, a big one. Him and Tillery in the same segment. When it looked like West Virginia was going to pull away again. So he did hit a 3. It looked good. Other than that, he didn't do a whole lot, and it doesn't look like they are finding ways to get his confidence back.
Also on the coaching staff.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Keep it moving here. Mustafa Cham, 4 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 0 for 1 from 3. 2 offensive, 2 defensive rebounds, giving him 4, 1 assist, 3 fouls, 1 turnover, 2 blocks, 27 minutes played, -1.
Got to be more than 4 points. Him and Baba, 8 points combined. What, 4 of 11 from the floor? And that's another how do those 2 guys against that team that's not big, how do those 2 guys only get 11 shots combined?
You got out-rebounded.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. You
got out-rebounded, and you out-rebounded them 10-6 on the offensive glass. They got you 31. Well, that's the part of that, Aaron, is because Cincinnati missed 40 shots.
Yeah.
West Virginia missed 26 shots. So you got out-rebounded because you took a bunch more shots than them, and you couldn't hit anything. So they're just going to get a ton more defensive rebounds than you get because of the shot disparity. I mean, it was what? 62-48. Cincinnati took 14 more shots. That's because you got out rebounded because of that more than anything.
Because you're at 10 offensive rebounds, but
well, yeah, the offensive rebounding percentage was okay, but it's low because you missed so many damn shots.
Yeah. Anyway.
I mean, Brendan, when you look at Cham, he was excellent the last 2 games.
3
games. He didn't see the ball tonight.
13, 15, and 18.
He didn't see the ball tonight.
4.
They barely got it to him. A couple of those shots were just taps at the rim that he was getting. He did not get, and then he hit the one, like the ball just kind of rolled to him, and he picked it up and made a little like 7-8 footer or whatever. They didn't get him the ball at all. They didn't get Baba the ball at all tonight. So it's hard to blame those 2 guys for not playing well.
How many of those 40 misses were layups with me bounds available that you got bullied on? Well, we went 6 of 12 from layups, so I don't know. Figure it out.
Yeah.
All right, keep it moving here. Baba Miller, 4 points, 2 of 5 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3. Stop shooting threes, Baba. They're going to give that to you all day. 7 defensive rebounds, 7 total rebounds, 6 assists, 1 foul, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 34 minutes played, -2.
7 rebounds, 6 assists. Like, that should be a quality game, but didn't put him in situations to score enough. Only had 4 points. Only had 6 attempts. He had 5. Yeah, I couldn't remember which one had 5 and which one had 6. You only had 5 attempts.
One was that late 3.
Yeah. You had the advantage inside and didn't do anything with it.
Imagine how dominant he would be if he could shoot threes. If he could shoot threes, he'd be in the NBA.
Yeah, and two of his 4 points, Aaron, were a bad pass that just went in the hoop.
That was wild. Wild. Anyway. Yeah. Stay brilliant? You mean stay golden, pony boy? I don't know. Keyshawn Tillery, 3 points, 1 of 2 from the field, all threes. 2 defensive rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 9 minutes played, +8 to lead all Bearcats by. No, the next closest was +4.
I thought he looked really good when he was out there. I thought he played good defense. I thought he handled the ball well. He didn't panic, didn't get sped up, passed it well, hit an open shot. But Keyshawn was fine.
I thought so too. I thought he was 1 of 3 good Bearcats tonight. And last but not least, Halvin Zella in not one of his greater nights. No stats. 4 minutes played, -8.
4 trillion, Aaron. 4 trillion for Halvin Zella.
Sure.
You know what that is?
I get it. Yes.
Number of minutes and 0 stats. Not a single recognizable stat other than he probably should have gotten 2 turnovers because he had passes hit right off his hands and go out of bounds.
Not one of his greater nights.
No. Great cardio.
Thanks, teeth.
Oh my God. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this. And then
thanks to the chat for making this not so miserable, by the way. Keep up the good work.
We're going to be counting on you guys from here until the middle of March.
It's like
you can't, guys, you can't have a bad game. I don't think you understand. You can't. We're going to need you consistently to bring it from here until the end of March or middle of March. Because this is not fun otherwise. Thank you for making me laugh because I desperately needed it. Aaron desperately needed it. And I don't feel so bad about going and doing a nightcap now about UC's new quarterback commit, J.C. French. That happened while the game was going on. So, give us like half an hour and that'll be up on the site as well. Let's get hammered after games. I would, but I get back to me in a couple weeks. I generally have a no drinking policy during podcasts, but get back to me in a couple weeks. That's the aftermath. We'll see you next time. Brought to you by Galactic Fried Chicken. Right here on BearcatJournal.com. Sunday night. We'll see you here. Later.
See ya.